Dodge Durango that these two ladies were found in, does it really have a post-false connection?
No, it doesn't have a post-false connection.
Earlier today, you mentioned that the dad hadn't been identified. Have you not identified Christopher's father?
No, we haven't been able to specifically identify who Christopher's father is. It's not listed on his birth certificate, so we're trying to go through family members of the Loesch to actually verify who the actual father is of Christopher.
And did you at some point believe he was in Oregon?
I don't believe so, no.
Have you learned anything about what these two ladies are doing the last 10 years?
No, that's what our investigators are trying to put together down there.
Can you just give your reaction when you realize, well, when you learned that they were dead?
A reaction from,
When you learned about the apparent murder-suicide or whatever happened to them?
well, it's a relief that there's closure to the homicide case. I mean, like I've said before, we owed it to the family members of the Loesch's to bring closure to this case. Personally, it leaves a lot of open voids as to, you know, what has transpired, whether some of the leads that we had, we were actually pretty close to finding them. But again, it basically boils down to we needed to close out the case, and this is closure to it.
One of the things that I can say is that it appears that they were in the landscaping business down in Tucson. Sky was reportedly running a landscaping business while Tina was doing some home decor type consulting. So we do know that much, that they were working. I don't know if they were working for somebody or working for themselves. That's still information that hasn't been determined yet.
So what else are you looking to find out now? Where does your investigation go from here?
Well, like the captain said, our main priority right now is trying to locate Christopher.
Why was America's Most Wanted contacted? Is that typical in terms of investigations? Was it because, you know, tips grew cold, or would you even classify this as becoming maybe even a cold case category that you didn't have anywhere else to go, or?
We were starting to reach that point. We had early on received information that potentially these girls had left the country. And we were looking for a more of a global outlet to try and put their information out and see if we could get some sort of tip that would help conclude that.
These folks that knew the ladies in Tucson and relayed the information about the boy, did they indicate any type of strife or reason why he would be down there but then return this direction?
Apparently, from what we're getting from our investigators, is that they were having a little bit of difficulty with Christopher, obedience-wise, and he was shipped back this way to someone that had more control, I guess, for him.
I'll ask one more question. It's kind of obtuse, but you got these two ladies who are in love with each other. You got this kid that's the product of a time when one of these ladies was being intimate with a man. This little boy down there, is that a reminder to these ladies that at one point they were not together and that she in fact had been with another man? Does that place the kid at risk?
That would be some, I guess, some speculation on our part. I mean, that's always in the forethought of our minds as to what potentially could happen to him and the reason that if it did, why.
Terrible at math, Lieutenant. If he's down there in 90, how old would he be in 99? Would he be 8?
He was, I believe he was 9 or 10 at the time.
Yeah, he was born in 1990, August 30th of 1990. Okay, thank you very much.